welcome back to my channel. I'm Karola, and in today's video I'm gonna talk a little bit about my patterns. I'm gonna give you some information about them, and especially I'm gonna explain you how to work with them when you print them at home. So the patterns by default are gonna come in two different file sizes, which means that you are gonna be able to print them at home if you choose the letter size, or in a printer shop if you use the plotter size. In the description of the patterns, you always will see the formats available for the patterns, and if you require a different size, they are available upon request. When printing at home, you will need to download the file and then right-click and select Open with Adobe Acrobat Reader. In the first page, you will find important information related with the patterns, especially the scale checker, which we'll use later to make sure the patterns were printed correctly. Each page has details that will help you assembling the patterns. First, the page number, which is located at the top left corner, except for those pages where that area is too crowded, so it will be located at the right corner instead. Also, you will find some numbers with lines at the edges of the pages. Those refer to the numbers of the pages that need to be added in that specific position. So this will allow you to assemble the patterns as if they were a puzzle. Finally, you will see dashed lines around the borders of the pages. We will use them as a reference to build our pattern in real scale. Another important thing to highlight related with the patterns is that they come in layers, which means that you can print all the sizes together or just one size. To do this, just uncheck the unwanted sizes and keep checking the size that you want and the most print layer, since that one needs to be printed for all the sizes. When ready to print, click File and then Print, or the printer icon located at the top right corner. In the new window that just appears, you need to click Size in the page sizing and handling area. You need to click Custom Scale and make sure the scale is 100%, and then check the Choose Paper Source by PDF page size. Then check your printer and the page setup, which means that you are sure you are printing in US letter size, which is 8.5 by 11 inches. And finally, make sure the orientation of the page is set to auto, and since everything looks good, we are ready to print. As I mentioned before, the format by default to print at home will be letter size, so please do not print patterns using a different size of paper, because this will create a huge discrepancy in comparison with the measurements of the pattern in real size, which means that the pattern won't fit you in the way it should. Now you can lay out the pages in numerical order on a large flat surface. Before starting building the pattern, we are going to check that the pages were printed correctly. To do so, we are going to measure our scale checker, or our square that is in the first page, and we are going to make sure that it measures 2 inches by 2 inches. So now we can start assembling our patterns. And as you can see here, if I try to put one page on top of each other, or if I try to align them just at the edge, you can see how the text is partially missing, or is like cutting off. It's not complete. And the reason is that we have an overlapping in between the two pages, or in between all the pages, to assure accuracy when you are joining them. So I'm going to show you. I'm just going to trim one of my dashed lines in my page number 1. And now I'm just going to place the trim edge on top of the dashed line that I have in page number 2. It's important to be precise when building the pattern, because accuracy in pattern making is everything. So once you're sure the position is correct, you can use transparent tape to join the pages together. You could also use a glue, but I find that tape it's less messy, Just try to be generous and apply a good amount of tape along the whole joining area. With all this being said, when you are assembling your pattern, first you will need to trim off one long and one short edge of a page. You can use a scissors or a rotary cutter. Then you're gonna take the first two pages and you're gonna line the untrimmed edges with the trimmed edges of the adjacent page, ensuring that the pattern's lines match up. Use transparent tape to join the pages together, working row by row and column by column, depending on the pattern layout. Press down firmly to secure each connection and continue until all pages are assembled into a completely pattern, resembling a puzzle. When you finish, you will have something similar to this. Remember to use the information that you have in each page to join the patterns correctly. This will require a little bit of time and patience. So if you don't want to do this or you are in a rush, you can also take the plotter file that is included with the patterns and send it to a print shop where they can print the whole pattern in real scale for you. I hope this video covers most of the questions that you probably have about the patterns, but if there is something missing or you have any inquiry or another question, please just let me know. You can leave me a comment here below or contact me through my social media that is also linked below. I hope you have a great day. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you very soon. Bye, take care.